We're really trying to just get these guys to where we're crisp in what we do. They're a huge part as far as ball placement and, where we're directional kicking, like on punt and, trying to get the coverage set to one side of the field. So if we're punting, punting to the right, we want to defend 1/3 of the field. So really just honing in on those, the techniques and how we want the ball placed and just chasing perfection. We got to have perfect operation or you're going to get a punt blocked. You got to have perfect operation or you're going to get a field goal blocked. And we're just trying to hone that in, and try and be the best we can at that.
Probably just staying consistent. We're really trying to work on making all of our kicks, putting all our placements good, and really helping the team out with field position and everything like that. Still using the grading system where the numbers to the sidelines A, numbers to the hash is B, and everything else is F. There's no C's or D's in special teams. So
we're really working on, just getting the scheme together. Everybody's buying into Coach Mills' scheme now because he's been doing it for over a year now. It was new last year, but working on really just being consistent. We've got guys coming back that have done it before a lot, so it's really just getting consistent and working it again and again.
I think Chandler, he's a talented snapper. We use him in coverage. He gets a lot of solo tackles, and he's a great leader for us, great senior. He's a guy that leads not only the specialist group but is also well respected on this team, and that means a lot. A lot of times you think about a long snapper, you don't think about a guy necessarily being a leader. You think leader, you think quarterback and this and that, but he does that with his habits and his work ethic and how he operates and how he functions on a day-to-day basis. That's what separates him. And
snapper's the most important part of it. He's a great long snapper, a great leader, pushes us really hard to do our best. He gives me a good snap every time on all my punts and holds. And he really pushes us to be the best.
It means a lot to be a leader, or to be considered a leader on this team because my dad went here, so I've been coming to games since I was in diapers, and I've seen the transformation of the program. So when we first got here, 1 and 10, things like that, people were getting down real quick, and so to be considered a leader is awesome. I just try to keep telling these guys, you got to believe in the process because it's going to come, and it's time to go win this championship because we have put so much work into it. And last year they talk about the team, the rebuilding and everything. But, we're here now. It's time to go win it. So I'm really excited about this season, and I think it's our time.
Rest of them, shoot, I got 2 punters that would probably start anywhere in the SoCon. That's a great problem to have from a depth standpoint. They both do different things really well. And then with Logan, you got a guy that's got a great leg, puts great height on the ball. Should be good inside the 30. We're thinking we're kicking a field goal. So it's nice to have that, that security, especially offensively. We're thinking, hey, we don't have to go for it on 4th down. We get that ball across the 30, we got 3 points in the bag.
It's always a great thing to go into camp knowing you have 2 preseason all-conference specialists, punter and kicker. They're both doing a great job. They both got even stronger than last year. The legs are, Logan's kicking out the back of the end zone consistently, and Ian's, he's always been consistent kicking it deep. All-American season really last year. So just excited to have those guys back and continue doing what they're doing.
We're always pushing each other. It's good to have competition, but it gets the best out of both of us. And he has a good kick, it forces me to have a good kick, or if I have a good kick, it forces him to have a good kick, and that just elevates us just one step higher than we were last year. Logan, great kicker. He's got a really talented leg. He put just about every kickoff in the end zone. Has a great hang time on everything. And Christian does a good job of pushing him. Christian's he's very good. He's got a lot to learn in the speed of things and everything. But I think he has potential to be a great kicker.
Trying to be as simple as possible. You're going to get special teams is a third of the game, but usually when you practice, you're going to get a small amount of time. So really been my primary focus this year has just been on becoming great technicians. We want to be great technicians at everything we do, whether that's holding up a guy on punt return or whether that's executing a block on punt or staying in great cover lanes, great lane integrity, how to avoid blocks on the kickoff team. Really just honing and fine-tuning those skills that make you successful at special teams. There's not so much anymore, there's not any magic scheme. So what you get to the meat and potatoes is really that technique. So I'd say just going places, traveling, learning, and trying to pick up a little something here and there just to help our guys and help set them up for the best position to be successful.